I don't know if you guys can see it, but
Yes.
there's some different ones that they have where they also have the words printed out so you can listen and read. And then I encourage you to practice speaking at this, try to practice speaking similar to who you are hearing.
Mhm.
Like it's good to like just try to sound like who you're listening to, um, just for practice. It may not be exactly you, but at least you're saying it and you're trying to match the speed. If it's too fast, you can go on the settings on the video and you can actually make it go slower. Have
Yeah,
you ever
teacher.
tried that?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
I try it sometime.
Yes. That's, and then obviously just conversation like with teacher Rahat or teacher, with me or any other teacher. The more you practice, the better it will get. That's all I can say is just practice it. Try to do it every day. Immerse yourself in it. Pick
Mhm.
like some time um, that you can be like for try a small amount of time and then make the time bigger. If you try too big, maybe you can't always do that really big hour because you have things going on. So start with like 20 minutes of I'm only listening to English, speaking English in your home. So, and as you go around your home, think about what you would say in English. Like,
Mhm.
I'm in my bedroom. I can see my bed. I can see, just say things about that room, go from room to room. Um, Listen to things in English like podcasts or come on Hollow, but commit yourself to that time and just put it like a timer on, just an alarm for when to do it, and then a timer, stop, for 20 minutes and practice it. And then when you are doing it, sometimes you might go past 20 minutes, but at least you made that commitment. But a little bit every day. You have to climb the ladder and do a little every day. We can only reach our rung by doing the top by going little by little by little by little and practicing every day. So, does that help?
Yeah, teacher. Thank you very much for your big tips for me.
Yeah.
Actually, I do it sometimes. I try to talk to myself, describe something around me. But actually, when I come to real conversation, I sometimes, yes, still, struggle, struggle.
You sometimes, I'm sorry.
Um, have real conversation with people, teacher. So I still struggle because when I talk with people and have real conversation, so we have different topic, teacher, right? So yes, sometimes I feel confused because maybe I lack vocabulary I lack vocabulary. Yes, and it's hard to express something complicated sometimes. Yes.
Okay, I understand. So, just so you know, even native speakers don't always know what to say. So, there's many times students like stump me, like I don't understand. And I'm like, wait, what are they asking? Or they ask me something on the spot and I can't remember either because I'm like, wait, was it was in my head and I know vocabulary, but whew, maybe I forgot it. Um, and it happens even to native speakers. Or there is something we're not familiar with, like we don't use it. Um, for example, today a student asked me what, wait, hold on. End in smoke. I had to think of what it was called. It's an idiom, and she was asking me about if she was using it correctly. I never use that idiom, so I had to look it up. So, I was like and then once I looked it up, I was like, "Oh, okay, I remember it now, but maybe I heard it, like, when I was 5." I could just it's not one I use all the time. So I asked her to explain it. I said, "Say it in a sentence." Um, so it's okay to speak just in the US especially, and probably also in the UK, Rahat Ali can tell you or not. When people are trying to communicate in English, what is good to remember is if you don't remember the exact vocabulary word, just try to explain it in a different way. Because you can say, I can't think of the word right now, but it's the one where it's pink, and you just kind of try to think of ways to describe it in English. And that is a good practice for a lot of people learning English. Think of ways you like take a word and think of how you would describe that word, like, or that object or noun or verb. How would you use a different word, like a synonym, to mean the same thing? And then what would maybe be the opposite of that? When you think of all those different things, then sometimes it helps you to describe it, even if you can't remember the real word. And then people will understand what you're saying, even if you don't know the vocabulary word at the time. I just did that yesterday. Like, my daughter asked me a question, and I could not remember what it was for the life of me. That means, like, no matter what, I couldn't remember. Um, and I'm like, use it in, and I even asked her, and she's like, my daughter, I'm like, use it in a sentence. And she used it in a sentence. And then I was like, I think I know what you're asking me now. So how we use our words in sentences. So I would say the more you practice it, the better it will get. If you need to, think of the answer in your native language first and then translate it into English and speak. And it's okay to tell someone just a moment. If you understand what they're saying and you just need to like think it through, you can say just a moment. And it's okay to say if you don't understand. Like, you can say, I don't quite understand what you're saying. Can you state it a different way? Can you say it a different way? And sometimes people will take the time then to say it a different way because we want you to understand. We're very open to the fact that we have so many different people living in our country that they may not know all the words that we know or all the phrases or idioms that we know. We know so many and we use them in our everyday language and we forget that we use them because we use them so much. And then people who don't know those words are so confused. So confused.
Yes, teacher. English has so much, so many words, teacher. So many words. Even I spend at least an hour and a half per day. But whenever I watch a new video on YouTube, I still find a lot of new words. So sometimes I feel overwhelmed, teacher. Overwhelmed, exactly.
Overwhelmed. Yeah, it can be
Yeah.
very overwhelming, but you are
Mm.
doing a good job. High five for working so hard. High five
Thank
for
you,
working.
teacher. Thank you, teacher Johnny.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, all right, Rahat, I have to go because I have to go teach at the high school. So,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's really a pleasure to see you again, Teacher Johnny. Thanks for
yes,
stopping by.
sure. It was
Yeah,
nice
thank
to
you,
meet
teacher.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Take care, teacher.
Bye. Let me figure out how to leave. Okay.
Thank you very much, Teacher Johnny. That's really pretty cool. And how are you doing today, Ariane?
I'm doing well, teacher. Thank you.
Two days.
Um,
Yeah, go on.
I'm happy to see teacher Johnny here.
Yeah, I think she was busy for a few months and she's back. That's really cool. I saw her in our
Mm,
teachers meeting today, you know,
mm,
and some new teachers are coming soon, and one of them is from my known circle. I'm sure you may know him. I don't want to mention the name yet because he has been offered the Hello teaching position, and
mm.
I saw him in the teachers meeting. Anyway, he'll come to know soon, and after that, okay, let's move on. Okay, today, the topic is favorite sport. So there is a dialogue.
Favorite sport, yeah.
Yeah, and after that, you're going to describe your favorite sport. Okay, let's have the conversation first,
Mm.
and after that, we're going to talk about your favorite sport. Is that okay?
Okay, teacher.
And by the
Okay.
way, how are your children doing? Are they all right?
Mm. Sorry, teacher.
How is your family member doing today?
Oh, they're doing well, teacher. Sleeping, still
Yeah,
sleeping.
I think is it 4:44 or 5:44.
Yeah, 4:44, teacher AM.
All right, okay. Let's move on.
Mm,
So let's read the dialogue or the conversation. I'll be Phil first, and you'll be Jack. Then we'll change the role.
mm. Okay, teacher.
All right. So, um, what time is that soccer game on? I thought it started at noon.
We must have had the wrong time. Oh well, soccer's not my favorite sport anyway. I much prefer basketball.
Oh, really? I thought your favorite sport was tennis. I'm big fan of basketball too.
How about games sometime?
Sure thing. We don't, sorry. Why don't we go shoot some hoops now since the soccer game isn't on?
Excellent idea. Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you.
Let's go.
Okay. Now, I'm Jack. This time you're Phil.
Okay. What time that soccer game on? I thought it started at noon.
We must have had the wrong time. Oh, well, soccer is not my favorite sport anyway. I much prefer basketball.
Oh really? I thought your favorite sport was tennis. I'm a big fan of basketball too.
How about a game sometime?
Sure thing. Why don't we go shoot some hoops now? Since the soccer game isn't on.
Excellent idea. Let's go.
Okay,
Let's go. Okay,
let's
there's
go.
some meanings. Let's practice a little bit. Okay. What time is the
Mhm.
game on? That means sometimes instead of saying what time the soccer game starts, we can say what time is that soccer game on. Okay. Remember this preposition on means that when it is starting. Okay.
Oh,
So you can
okay,
say
teacher.
like what time is that movie on? That
Mhm.
means what time the movie is starting or what time the school is on.
Start on here mean on television, teacher, or or read
One is like a preposition here, but meaning starting something. It could be a game, it could be a sport, it could be school, it could be a movie, it could be a theater.
okay, 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 sure,
So let me give
okay.
another example. What time is that movie on? That
Mhm.
means I'm asking what time does the movie start? Okay.
Can I say what time is the meeting on?
Yes,
Oh,
that's great. What time is the meeting on? It's like a more conversational English rather than an academic English.
mhm.
Okay, so you can use this expression in many places when you're learning with other teachers. Like, teacher, what time is your next class on?
Yes.
Instead of what time the next class starting. Okay,
Okay, teacher. Okay.
that's great. So that is the explanation of first expression. And secondly, I much prefer basketball. If you remember, we use prefer when you give more emphasis or importance one thing to another. We use this word prefer or much
Mm,
prefer. So, do you like tea or coffee?
I must prefer tea.
So you can say I much prefer tea, or I prefer tea to coffee. It can
Yeah.
be written in two ways, yeah? Prefer to or simply much
Mm,
prefer. Okay, I'm just writing it much prefer. All right, or simply I prefer. You said tea, right? You are just
yes,
give an
teacher.
example. Prefer tea to COFF coffee. I prefer tea to coffee, or I much prefer tea. Simply.
Mm,
So can you make two sentences? One with much prefer, one with simply prefer.
mm, I prefer I prefer going out to say staying indoor.
Very good. And I prefer staying indoor to going out.
Mm, yes, I much prefer I must I much prefer eating beef.
Very good. I much prefer eating vegetables. Well done. You see,
Thank
when we know the pattern, we can make hundreds of sentences, meaningful sentences.
mm,
Okay. Next one is we use this word. Oh, really? When we are surprised or when we can't believe
mhm.
something else. Oh, really? If you see, our tone is going up. Like I'm asking a question, but it is not question in this case. It is surprise.
Yeah.
Even when we are surprised, sometimes our tone goes up. Oh, really? Aryan, you won £1 million in lottery? Like this, okay? So could you please make it sentences, one or two?
Mm. Oh, really? You won the first place in the competition?
Yes, definitely I did. Because you prayed for me. Thank you very much. And also, very often you use, or oftentimes, I'm a big fan of you, big fan of basketball, big fan of TV, big
Mm,
fan of advertising, big fan of song. We use this expression very often. Then I like, we say, I'm a big fan.
mhm. I'm not a big fan of sport.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of English movies. I literally try to watch
Mm,
all kinds of movies. It doesn't matter. It's a horror, sci-fi, romantic. Okay, except sometimes
mhm,
too much horror movies. Actually, I don't
mhm,
like it. I'm just saying it honestly. That's the fact. And also, I like to watch movies from different countries in their own language. So I watch Vietnamese movies as well. Chinese movies,
in
Korean
in
movies.
in in my language, sir?
Yeah, it's subtitle was there, so I can't understand.
Subtitle English.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So it was a romantic film. I can't remember the name, but the story is very amazing. Okay, so I'm a big fan of watching movies, I should say.
Mhm.
So are you a big fan of watching movies, Aryan?
No, not really, teacher. A big fan of Hallo.
You're a big fan of. Yeah, I've noticed that you have subscribed many teachers.
Yes.
That's really good, because each teacher.
Teacher, I have a question. You have a new class, right? On
Yes,
Saturday and Monday my time, and at 5 a.m. my time. So it's about the class about
I,
IELTS, teacher.
IELTS, yeah, that's right.
IELTS.
So
Oh,
it is starting
IELTS.
my time tomorrow, 11 p.m. So it should be 5 a.m. your time, Sunday morning, right?
Yes, yes, Sunday morning
Uh,
and
and
uh,
Eugene has also
Mon.
joined.
Yeah, Eugene.
You,
Yes.
you and Eugene, thank you very much for the subscription. I'm really grateful to both of you.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm
Okay,
excited.
so
Yes.
from that class, we'll focus on two things:
Mm.
developing speaking and also writing. So I will give some homework, Ariane. So get ready,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure, teacher.
So
Yeah.
you will do some homework and you'll send me either by email. Email would be better in Word form, rather than PDF seems to be difficult to check.
Okay.
Then I'll
So,
check it, I'll give you feedback, and I'll suggest you what to do to develop your writing. And the speaking is like, as we can see, we can do it in during the live session.
okay, teacher. Okay.
Okay, so I'm a big fan, as you can see. And how about game here? You see, very often we use this in our conversational English. Hey, how about play a game? Okay,
Mm,
that means let's play a game. We different different expressions. All right. So can you make one
yes.
sentence? How about?
Mm, how about some apple?
Sure. I'm not a big fan of apple. I'm big fan of orange.
Orange. Yeah.
Okay. Then they use another expression, sure thing. That means
Sure thing just means sure, right, teacher? That is another expression. Sure.
it means instead of saying okay, sometimes you can say sure thing. So that's an
Sure thing.
expression. Yeah. Please
Yeah.
just remember, and you can use it in another class or lesson. Sure thing. I like to practice more and develop myself.
Mm-hmm.
That means certainly I will practice and develop myself. Sure thing. Okay, would you like to make one sentence, please?
Okay. Sure thing. I will join teacher RahatAli's class to practice English.
Thank you very much. That is another expression they have used. Shoot some hoops means to play in an informal game of basketball. You know, hoops means in
Oh.
basketball we have to just hit the basket from the ground like dub 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 dub. Can you see my hand? So
Ah,
this is
yeah,
called
yeah.
hooping in English.
Hoping.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So like this.
Mm.
Dum dum dum
I didn't
dum.
understand at first what hoops,
Yeah.
but now I can understand, teacher.
Okay. So that is another expression of is playing basketball. Okay, these are the main words, and oh, the time is gone. So we're going to use. Hang on a second. I don't know if the page is still there or not. Oh yes, it is there. One moment, please. Very often, we use go with different kinds of preposition. All right.
Yes.
Where is it? Hang on a second. Yeah, found it. Can you see it?
Yes.
So we
Go
use go shopping, go home, go dancing.
to dancing. Mm-hmm.
Not to dancing. This we use go straight to shopping, go home, go dancing. Like Aryan, would you like to go shopping? Do you want to go
Mm-hmm.
home, or would you like to go dancing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes.
but we use after go there is preposition to in this situation when it is a noun like go to school, go to bed, go to the supermarket, go to church, go to temple, go to your shop, or go to your business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if there is any question, please stop me and ask me. I'm t- I'm explaining quickly so that we can cover all this five one. We use go on like go on a date, go on a vacation, go on a cruise. Cruise means river cruise
Mm-hmm.
when you go and
Yeah,
ship.
yeah, I know, I know.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and vacation is an American word we use in the UK. Holiday, it's same. Hey, are you going on a holiday? Are you going on a Christmas
Mm-hmm.
holiday? Are you going on a summer holiday, etc.? Then we use go for a walk, go for a swim, go for a run.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one is go to the hospital. There is one question here I'm going to ask you. Go to the cinema, go to the toilet, that we use everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Why we have used the article the? Because these are specific place.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember, we must use the before these words like hospital, cinema, theater, okay, and any other specific place. Like, are you going to, going to Disneyland? That is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Go to or going to. Okay. Would you like to make one
Okay, okay.
sentences all of this group, please? We have still got
Mm,
2.5 minutes.
okay. I like to go for a swim in summer. In summer,
Okay, very good.
mm. People love to go on vacation when the weather is hot.
Well done. How about
Mm,
the first one?
the
Go.
first one, Yes, I go shopping sometime at the mall.
Very good. How about the last one?
Mm, I go to the hospital to visit one of my friends.
Remember one of that plural number, one of my friends. Always.
Friends, yeah, one of my friends.
Very good. And how about, oh, you have used all of them. Oh, go to, that's the second one.
I go to bed early, around 10 p.m.
Very good. Okay, now another important thing, do you remember that we do not use generally any preposition after go if there is an adverb? Okay, so home is an adverb. That's why we don't use go to home. We say go home.
Mm.
Similarly, these are adverb like upstairs. Okay, then
Upstairs?
yeah, downstairs. These are adverb place. Adverb means adverb of place. These are called abroad. Okay, here, there. So we always use simple go, no preposition. Like hey, go upstairs, go
Mm.
downstairs, go here. Okay, come here. Similarly, go abroad.
Mm.
All right, clear,
Yeah,
Ariane?
teacher. Yes, yeah, teacher.
So these are all about today. Thank you very much, Ariane, and I
Thank
hope
you, teacher.
I hope to see you tomorrow. That means your time, Sunday morning.
Okay. Thank
All
you,
right.
teacher. Bye bye.
You
Take
take care
care.
and thank you very
Mm.
much for coming here. If you've got any question and comments, please always write in the subscriber chat. I'll be happy. And
Mm.
remember, the tomorrow's class, bring a notebook with you because you have got some homework, especially
Mm-hmm.
writing. And also,
Okay, sure,
speaking
teacher.
should be done in live. That's fine. All
Mm.
right.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me today.
You're very welcome. And you take
Yeah.
care and have a lovely day. I'll
Thank you,
see
teacher.
you.
Bye.
Bye. So, dear viewers, that's the end of the today's lesson. Thank you very much for joining. I believe that your brain is okay.